Hi, everybody. Like we talked about in our Zoom meeting this morning, I'm going to show you some things about Reading Wonders Unit 4, Week 4, all about insects. Our question of the week, what insects do you know about? How are they alike and different? So I'm going to go through some things that we would normally go through in our weekly Reading Wonders.
Insects. What insects do you know about? How are they alike and different? All insects have the same basic body parts, but many things about them are different too. Caterpillars have different colors and patterns on their bodies as they creep along on branches. These crickets hop and jump a lot. They can make a loud chirping sound by rubbing part of their wings against each other. This long-horned beetle crawls. It blends in with the rocks and tree branches where it lives. Many insects can fly, like this orchid bee with its bright blue color. As you can see, insects may have the same basic body parts, but each kind of insect is special. Many butterflies have bright, colorful wings with fancy markings. It might look a little like one, but a spider is not an insect. A spider is an arachnid, which means it has 8 legs instead of 6. Part of the firefly's body lights up. Each kind of firefly flashes its light in a different pattern. A ladybug is red with black spots on its body. It flies and creeps around on short legs.
And if you wanted to spend a little bit more time looking at any of these, you could always pause your video and go back to them. Okay, here are our vocabulary words for the week, our sight words for the week, and a couple extra oral vocabulary words. I'm going to start with our sight words.
Caught. A bug is caught in this web.
Flew. The wasp flew over to the flower. Know. I know how to catch a bug.
Oops. A little bit of lag in this video.
Laugh. That bug story made us laugh. Laugh. This is the word laugh. Say it with me. Laugh.
And because I know that somebody would ask me this at school, I'm going to do the slow version.
Laugh. This is the word laugh.
And I'll do the fast version.
Laugh. This is the word laugh. Say it with me. Laugh.
Okay, hope you like that.
Listen. Listen to the buzzing bees. Listen. This is the word listen. Were. Fireflies were out last night. Beautiful. The butterfly has beautiful wings. Beautiful. Something that is beautiful is very pleasing to see or hear. Fancy. We are wearing fancy hats.
Okay, and then we have our vocabulary words for the week. So if we're at school, we'd be talking about these in at the carpet and sharing different ideas about what they mean. So flutter means to move or fly with quick movements. For example, and you can see in the picture, Butterflies flutter from flower to flower. Here's a question you could think about. What animals or other things flutter? You could talk to a parent, a sibling, grandma, grandpa. What animals or other things flutter?
Flutter. Butterflies flutter from flower to flower. Flutter. Flutter means to move or fly with quick movements.
Okay, our next vocabulary word is different.
Different. The weather in the summer is different than it is in winter.
Here's a question for you. How are your clothes different from the person sitting next to you? If there is a person sitting next to you. If we were at school, you'd definitely be sitting by somebody. Oh.
Imitate. Anna imitates the way her older sister dresses. Imitate. To imitate is to act like someone or something else.
How would you imitate a monkey? Oh boy, now I'm picturing everybody going, ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah.
Protect. If you protect something,
Oops.
protect. If you protect something, you keep it safe.
A helmet protects your head when you ride a bike. What do you use to protect yourself in a car? Oh, I have a good idea, but I'm going to let you answer that. And then we have resemble.
Resemble. The fluffy white clouds resemble balls of cotton.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the listening story that we normally do in class, where I write the words up on the board and our eraser for the week gets to erase them as we hear them. So if you want to write your vocabulary words down, you can pause the video and write flutter, different, imitate, protect, resemble, or maybe have somebody write it for you if you want. And then as you listen, if you hear that word, cross it off your list. Okay, I'll be doing it on my end and reminding us which words we still need to listen for. So we're going to start with the first one. We are listening for flutter, different, imitate, protect, and resemble.
Insect hide and seek. What insects have you seen outdoors? Did you look at them closely? What did you see? Insects are all around us, but they can be hard to find. That's because some insects are good at hiding. Their colors and shapes blend with their surroundings and protect them from enemies. In order to spot these insects,
Oh, I heard protect. I'm going to cross that one off my list.
you have to look very closely. Have you ever looked at the stem of a rose? The stem has sharp points called thorns. A thorn bug's shape makes it look like one of these thorns. Since thorns aren't tasty, most hungry animals will go right past thorn bugs. Look at the stem in the photo. Can you find the thorn bug? How does it resemble the thorns?
Resemble. How does it resemble the thorns? So I crossed off protect and resemble.
Young thorn bugs have another way to protect themselves. They shake together when they sense danger. Their mother feels the stem move and comes to help.
Okay, so we're still listening for flutter, different, and imitate.
Look at the twig in the photo. Can you find the walking stick hiding? It looks as if it is part of the twig. That is its disguise. The name walking stick fits this insect perfectly because the shape of its body makes it look like a stick. It is like a thorn bug because it is shaped like a part of a plant. This helps the insect to hide. However, its texture, the way it feels when you touch it, is quite different from the thorn bugs. This
Oh, I heard different. I'm going to cross that one off.
insect has the rough texture of a branch or twig. Walking sticks are among the longest insects in the world. One kind of walking stick is 13 inches long. Most of the time, these insects keep still. If they move at all, they move very slowly. When a tree branch sways in the wind, the walking stick sways right along with it. When you smell a flower, are you also sniffing an insect? It's possible because when a praying mantis sits on a flower, its green or brown color blends right in. As the mantis flutters and lands on a flower,
Oh, I just heard flutter. I'm going to cross that one off.
it seems gentle and harmless. And for people, that is true. However, this insect hides on flowers in order to catch and eat other insects. Look at the photo. Can you find the praying mantis on the flower? The praying mantis, like the walking stick, sits very still. However, when another insect, such as a bee or butterfly, comes by, watch out. The mantis has legs that look like knives and a mouth like a can opener. It uses them to trap and eat the insect. In this way, the praying mantis is different from both the walking stick and the thorn bug.
Ooh, I heard different for a second time. All right. We have heard 4 out of the 5 vocabulary words. We're still listening for imitate.
Birds search for food in a tree, but they probably don't notice a treat that's right in front of their beaks. That's because a katydid has a body shape and color that imitates a leaf.
Imitate.
It even has veins in its wings that look like the veins on a leaf. So the katydid stays safe by blending with its surroundings, just as the praying mantis, walking stick, and thorn bug do. Look at the photo. Can you find the katydid? While a katydid may not be seen, it can certainly be heard. On warm nights, you might hear groups of them singing to one another. They make their distinctive sound by rubbing their front legs together, and some people think they sound like they are singing the words, Katy did, Katy didn't, Katy did, Katy didn't. In this way, the katydid is quite different from the praying mantis, walking stick, and thorn bug.
Okay, so I'm going to show you, here are some words that you could practice identifying. Most of them follow the long I that we're talking about this week, either the IGH, the I by itself, or the Y that sounds like I. So you could practice these words. Some of these down at the bottom have different phonics that we've worked on in the past. So the OW that sounds like O, the OA that sounds like O, the EA that sounds like eat, each, teach, and double E, the AI that sounds like A, p, ain't, and stay, the AY that sounds like A. Remember, when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. T, E, ch. So if you want more time to practice these words, you could pause the video and then restart it when you're ready. Same with these, some sentences that have those long I words. All right. If you get into your Reading Wonders portal, let me see if this will work. Okay, I'm going to share this one. You can get into your student portal and click on the blue book that says ELA and then click where it says connected. You can get into your Reading Wonders and find games like the sentence builders that we do in class. So were you here today? Question mark. You can make your sentences, check them. You've got 6 different pages that you can practice that with. Oh, let me make sure I am sharing the correct screen with you. Back to this one. Okay. So that's an option for you, and I'll show you at the end of this video how to get into that when you're at home. Okay, then we have our performance song. So if you want to stand up and do the performance along with this video, go ahead and do that. Right, it's being slow today, it's buffering. Might take us a minute here. There we go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Naya.
And remember, we're going to be doing high five, and you need to have a partner. So make sure you're facing your partner or ready to dance with a partner. Are you ready? Okay, hit it. High five.
High five, my friends and I do a high five. We're so fine, see us shine, my friends and I do a high five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High five, my friends and I do a high five. That's no lie, come on, let's try, my friends and I do a high five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High five, high five, yeah! High five, my friends and I do a high five. We're so fine, see us shine, my friends and I do a high five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High five, my friends and I do a high five. That's no lie, come on, let's try, my friends and I do a high five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High five, yeah!
All right. Okay, next thing we have is a story from this week. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm sharing the right thing. We've got Creep Low, Fly High. All right, and this is a fantasy story, which means that it's fiction. It wouldn't happen in real life because bugs don't really talk in real life, but it does have some of your long I words, and you'll also see your sight words in here.
Genre, fantasy. Essential question. What insects do you know about? How are they alike and different? Read about what some insects are like. Creep low, fly high. Bug boasts. The sun came up over a big field. 5 bug pals met to chat and laugh. Grasshopper boasted a bit. I can hop to the top of any plant.
So you can see your sight words highlighted and in bold, those 3. Well, actually 2 sight words and a vocabulary word.
Well, I can dash fast, bragged Ant. Listen, hummed Bee, I can buzz as I fly high. And I can zip around on fancy spotted wings, smiled Ladybug. Not I, sighed Caterpillar. I just creep, creep, creep. Then he crept away. Come back, his pals wailed, but Caterpillar did not. Missing. It was time for lunch. The bugs did not see Caterpillar. He was missing. Where did he go? I think I know where he is, cried Ant. He is hiding because he feels bad. I think that's right, nodded Grasshopper. Let's find him. We can cheer him up. The two rushed away. What if he is not hiding? Asked Bee. I saw a bird when we were chatting, added Bee. It flew low in the sky. What if it caught our pal? Cried Ladybug. We must find out. Maybe we can save him. The two flew away. Still a pal. The bugs did not find Caterpillar. Many days went by. The pals were sad. Then one day they saw a beautiful bug with gold wings. Hi, I'm back, the bug called as he flew by. I wrapped up and rested. Then I popped out like this. It's me, Butterfly. I used to be Caterpillar, cried Butterfly. But you are not the same, sighed Ant. But I am still a pal, said Butterfly, and now I can flit and dip. Let's go have some fun.
Here's a question you could talk about with somebody in your house.
Make connections. How can insects be alike and different?
All right. And if you were in the Zoom meeting this morning, you already heard and read this Hi Fly Guy story. So you can listen to it again if you want, or you can skip to the next part.
Genre, fantasy. Essential question. What insects do you know? How are they alike and different? Read about a fun pet who happens to be a fly. Hi, Fly Guy, by Ted Arnold. Chapter 1. A fly went flying. He was looking for something to eat, something tasty, something slimy. A boy went walking. He was looking for something to catch, something smart, something for the amazing pet show. They met. The boy caught the fly in a jar. A pet, he said. The fly was mad. He wanted to be free. He stomped his foot and said, "Buzz." The boy was surprised. He said, "You know my name. You are the smartest pet in the world." Chapter 2. Buzz took the fly home. "This is my pet," Buzz said to Mom and Dad. "He is smart. He can say my name. Listen." Buzz opened the jar. The fly flew out. "Flies can't be pets," said Dad. "They are pests." He got the fly swatter. The fly cried, "Buzz!" And Buzz came to the rescue. "You are right," said Dad. "This fly is smart." "He needs a name," said Mom. Buzz thought for a minute. "Fly Guy," said Buzz. And Fly Guy said, "Buzz." It was time for lunch. Buzz gave Fly Guy something to eat. Fly Guy was happy.
This page has an error, so I'm going to read this part for you. Buzz took Fly Guy to the amazing pet show.
The judges laughed. "Flies can't be pets," they said. Flies are pests. Buzz was sad. He opened the jar. Shoo, Fly Guy, he said. Flies can't be pets. But Fly Guy liked Buzz. He had an idea. He did some fancy flying. The judges were amazed. The fly can do tricks, they said, but flies can't be pets. Then Fly Guy said, Buzz. The judges were more amazed. The fly knows the boy's name, they said, but flies can't be pets. Fly Guy flew high, high, high into the sky. Then he dived down, down, down into the jar. The fly knows his jar, the judges said. This fly is a pet. So they let Fly Guy in the show. He even won an award.
He won an award for smartest pet.
And so began a beautiful friendship. Meet Ted Arnold. Ted Arnold says, my ideas come from different places at different times. A few years ago, it seemed like wherever I went with my family, there was a pesky fly buzzing around us. Finally, I decided to write a story about that little guy. Author's purpose. Ted Arnold wanted to tell the story of an insect he knew about. Write about an insect you know. Draw a picture to go with your story.
So that is something you could choose to write about this week. And after reading fiction, here is some nonfiction about insects.
Genre, nonfiction. Compare texts. Read about what insects can do. Meet the insects. We can find insects all around the globe. Insects can be lots of shapes, sizes, and colors. There are more insects than any other kind of animal. How can you tell if a bug is an insect? Read on to find out.
And if you want to spend more time looking at any of these pages, you can always pause the video and start it back up again when you're ready.
The body of an insect. All insects have 6 legs and 3 body parts. Insects have no bones. The outside of an insect's body is hard. It protects the insect's body. Most insects have antennas and wings. Antenna, head, thorax, abdomen. Insect senses. Insects use their senses to find food. A fly smells with its antennas. It tastes with its feet. That's why flies like to land on food. Insects do not see the same as we do. Many insects have more than 2 eyes. A grasshopper has 5. Eye, 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 eye. Insects are amazing. Feature box. Fun insect facts.
Some ants can lift 20 to 100 times their own weight. This ant lifts a leaf. A dragonfly can fly 22 to 30 miles an hour.
Termites build big mounds. They can be up to 30 feet high. Make connections. What amazing thing could an ant do in a story?
Something to think about. Okay, I'm going to show you the portal. See if I can share, make sure I'm sharing the correct screen here. So when you get into your student portal, when you go to my.psd401.net, just like we do at school, and you see your portal here, you can get into your Google Drive. And if this blue book, you hover over ELA and click on Connected. Might take a minute to get in there. Here you have a mini books that you could choose from, some that we've already read, some that will be new to you. And if you click on launch here, this will take you, I'm using Eliot's, but our weekly concept is insects. Here's our question for the week. What insects do you know about? How are they alike and different? You hear words you know, you can go to your vocabulary words, your sight words, and watch all those videos that we usually do. You can find your games like the creating sentences and matching tiles, things like that. All the stories from this week. And I'll see if I can put in some to-do stuff here for you so it'll be easy for you to find. Okay. And then as always, you have your iReady. You can get in there and do reading and math lessons. So go have some fun with that.